Hey y'all, this is a last minute thing. I'm just sitting here, I'm just thinking about life, yo. Just thinking about everything. Thinking about life, where I'm at, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. And I was just sitting here thinking, what if I was wrong? What if I was like wrong? Look at my hair, y'all. This little girl hair. So I just moisturized my hair last night. It was so dry, and I oiled it and just put it in 2 braids. But I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, like, what if I was wrong about everything? Now I'm starting to doubt myself, because I think, like, here I am in Jamaica, nothing. The plans that me and my husband had was on this land that he purchased was to build a house. And I just realized today is the 19th. We came here this same day a year ago and ain't even purchased a brick. Ain't even purchased a bag of cement. Granted, it's not like I'm here and I'm like struggling or down bad. No, because I have a roof over my head. I have all the things that I need. I have a car. I have food in my refrigerator, in my freezer. Got clean water. Got clothes. All that. We got all the stuff that we need, But it's like, dang, when I think of, like, I left America and I left everything, and sometimes I get so frustrated and I want to go back. Like, I be thinking, like, I want to go back home, especially when I'm sitting around waiting for my husband to send me money. I be feeling like I want to go back home. I literally want to go back home, because at least back home I have my job. I'm a nurse. I got my bachelor's degree. I actually was finishing up my master's. I just had Weldon University. I was checking my American phone. I got a text message from them saying, you're more than you. I think I'm at like 80% of the program done for my bachelor's as a psychiatric nurse practitioner. I just have to do my clinicals. I was down. Only thing I have left is the 5 classes for the clinicals. And it said, come back, we'll give you a $500 incentive. Come back to school. And I was thinking about it, like, should I go back? Because this here right where I'm in is literally nothing but faith. Like, some people be like, oh, I have to believe God for this, but like, I have to believe God for everything. Like, I have to trust God to provide to eat, gas in the car. I mean, everything, because I was like, I'm stripped of everything. Like, my independence of being able, you work. And I had a really, really good job, very rewarding career as a nurse. And I used to do traveling nursing, agency nursing. So I made really, really good money. I've been doing it for a very long time. So it wasn't a hard job. Just to come here, sit in this third world country where I don't have the luxury like I have. Say, hey, y'all, let's get in the car and let's go here. Let's go to the movies. Let's go out to eat. Let's do this. Let's do that. Gotta be mindful of my spending. It wasn't like this when I first came, because, of course, I came with money, but I still had an American mentality. I came with money, but I still had an American mentality. And I was thinking, I was always traveling, doing this and doing that when I came here. Then when the money ran out, it's like, all right, now we gotta move with sense and wisdom. But it's something that's unusual for me because I'm so used to being able to do what I want when I want, enjoy myself, go here, go there, buy this, buy that. And it's not like that anymore. Half of the stuff that I want, you gotta send it in a barrel. They don't got Amazon dropping off at your door. If you do Amazon, you gotta do it through a shipment company, and they charge by the weight. Right now, I want to buy a vacuum so bad for my rug because the vacuum I have is cheap, and I want a good vacuum. But I'm like, how much I'm gonna end up paying? I'm gonna pay more than what or probably pay twice. About time they weigh that, put that on the scale, and then I already shipped 6 barrels of food and school supplies, so I never got a chance to even put the vacuum in there. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just so much on my mind. And I got to the point where I got so depressed. I got so just like, I'm tired. Like, and I've been saying this for so long to God. Like, I am tired. God called me to the 40-day fast in September. That was my first time ever doing it. I've only ever did 30 days before, prior to that. I did the 40-day fast. That was in September 2024. I went that 8 months, quit the job, dropped out, never went back to school. And it was hard I was on fire. And then God said, all right. And I got this urge that just told me, move to Jamaica, move. It's okay, move now. Then I'm here and I'm like, this don't look like what I envisioned, But then it's something inside of me every time I want to give up, every time I get frustrated, every time I want to throw in the towel. It's something that keep telling me like, hold on. I even had this feeling and come across me like, this is your wilderness. See how the Israelites were rescued from Egypt, then they went into the wilderness, and from the wilderness they went into they were supposed to go to the promised land. And something just keeps saying, Brittany, this is your wilderness. This is your wilderness. This is your wilderness. Hold on, keep your faith, hold on. And then I think about all the testimonies I've heard where people say right before your breakthrough, you're going to experience this hardship. You're going to experience wanting to give up. You're going to be tired. And that's everything I'm feeling now. So I think, Brittany, keep holding on. Because I really don't have another option. Because even when I get frustrated and I think about going back home, think about going back to America, it's like, go back to what? What do I have? I have nothing in America. I gave up my place. I still have my job, like, because I'm agency. All you gotta do is just go make sure all my documents is up to date. I gotta renew my Massachusetts license, and I'll be back working in no time. I still have my car there. And I be thinking, like, I want to go back, but where am I going to stay? I can't go to my mama's house. She already got 101 people there. I got 4 kids. It's not like I'm traveling alone. So then I would think, all right, I'll go into a shelter. I decide, all right, and then just work and hustle because I got the hustle in me. I won't be down for long. Once I touch mainland and I get to clocking in, it's no time until I pack up a bag, and get myself where I gotta go. But then it's like, all right, who gonna watch them kids? My husband's there, but he's up in the Cape and he living in a room that's an apartment, but it's one of them studio It ain't, I don't even think it's a room. It's just it's just a big room with a kitchen, this, that. It ain't nothing. Ain't no landlord gonna allow him to have 6 people in that. And so when I think about all of this, like, it's like, I have no other option but to sit here and wait. But as I wait, it gets so hard. It gets so depressing. It gets so dark. It gets so lonely. Like, I'm keep doing all these fasts. I feel like, man, I keep doing all these fasts. I'm fasting every week, 3 days a week. Then now I just incorporated a whole nother fast on top of that. Like, I'm doing all this, but like, I don't see no fruit. But then I hear the sermon, like, okay, when you plant the seed, it go in the ground first. You don't see the roots growing, and then it comes up. So I'm like, all right, let me hold my faith. Let me hold a little bit longer. But man, when I tell y'all, this is not for the weak. This is not for the weak. I went back to smoking cigarettes. I went back to drinking. Last night I heard a voice like at 3. Like, I know when God be calling me, because in the middle of the night, everything start happening. My baby just won't settle, which is not like her. Then my phone alarm went off, and I heard something say, "Seek me while I can be found." And so I was so tired, because I had me a drink last night before I went to bed. And I literally, like, I don't even think my mouth was moving, but I know my mind was moving. And I just said, God, take the taste of this alcohol and this cigarette from me, man. I hate that I went back to that. Because it's like stagnant to my body, to my brain. It make me don't want to do nothing. But I said, God, take that from me. And I went back to sleep. Take the taste, take the desire, just take it from me. I ain't got no more cigarettes left, so I said, let me go ahead and just try to fight this, because faith without works is dead. I can't just pray and ask God to be a genie in my life. I gotta put that footwork in, which I already noticed. So I said, all right, I ain't gonna buy no cigarette, ain't gonna buy no liquor. When the craving come, I'm gonna do what he told me the other day, was just cry out, cry out. Have faith, he take it, and just, I don't know, I just feel like it's like a door, like it's like a circle that I'm in. All right, he take it, I'm back on fire, I'm back this, I'm back that, but I'm still here though. But I just, that's when it's like, okay, you gotta have the faith, Brittany. You're gonna make it to the promised land. You know what I know what God showed me. I know my dreams, I know the visions, I know everything. The problem is I don't see it. But the thing that get me the most is, made me think about the Israelites. They did not see the promised land, but based on what like, you know, biblically, and then what you hear about how far they weren't that far. Just like what God promised me was right here in Jamaica, and I'm right here in Jamaica. And so that's what made me just keep going, Brittany. Keep going, keep fighting. And this thing is about to die, so I don't want it to die before I tell y'all, keep going. I know it's hard. You may have went back to a sin that God delivered. God delivered me from smoking and drinking numerous times. I don't quit. The longest I've ever went was like a year and a half. Then I go through these states where it gets so depressing. Now you get so tired. Like, how much fasting, praying, this, worshiping. It, like, I'm doing all this. I'm reading. I'm this. I'm not. I went hard for 8 months. Gave up everything, my job, this. You know how many times I gave up everything on faith for God, and like, I'm still here. So I don't know. It's a message for somebody that, you know, I know what you're going through. I know the pain. I know the nights of crying, the nights of wondering, because God don't tell you and show you everything. It's up to you to just keep the faith and just believe it's going to happen. And we are in that season. I'm in that season. Just keep the faith and believe it's going to happen, because there is no plan B. God will put you somewhere where he will strip you of everything, of every option. So you just sitting there. And I think that's when it gets so hard. And I went back to the familiar. I went back to my vomit, the smoking and drinking, which I know I'm going to overcome it, because I've overcome it before. So I'm going to overcome this. I'm just going to have to sit here and keep believing, keep praying, because I have no other option. What else I'm going to do? Go back to America, go in the shelter? Okay, you're in the shelter now. Then what? I can't go back to working 16-hour shifts every day, doing this, doing that. Who gonna sit there with my kids? My husband has a job. My family and my friends have a life. Who gonna watch these kids while I go get a bag? So I'm back to, all right. He will strip, I'm telling you, he will strip you of every possible option you can think in your head. So you're back to, all right, God. I'm back to, all right, God. I'm back here now. I looked left, didn't work out. I looked right, it didn't work out. Now I'm back here with you. And you're back to fasting, back to praying, back to believing, back to worshiping. And I'm back here to the starting point where I was at. So this is just a little video, last minute. You can see I ain't even, look at my hair. My shirt got stains on it from my baby. It was just last minute. I just want to come on here and encourage somebody and tell them, keep fighting. Cry. Have your little pity party. But you got to get back up. You got to get back up. Especially when he has called you and he chose you. Because God says, my word don't come back. Isaiah 55. My word don't come back void. So if he has a purpose in your life to fulfill something that he got going on, a plan in you, just like, what's his name, Jonah? Jonah ran, got on that boat, and ended up in a whale's mouth. God said, I don't care, where are you going? I got something that needs to be done. And that's how I feel like in my life. That no matter how much I run, no matter how much I say no matter how much I fight, I pout, I cry, he still be like, all right, you done? All right, let's go. I still got something. I still got something I need you to do. So that's the message for somebody. Get it out. But when he has called you and he has placed a purpose in your life, he's not going to stop until it's fulfilled, whether we like it or not. It's unfortunate that I was just listening to Santia Deja. I'm doing that corporate fast with her now, on top of what I already have with God going on. But this is day 3, and she put out a video saying, she questioned God and said, why is it that we have to suffer? Like, I was just crying out to God. I'm sitting over here trying to study, read the Bible, do what I'm God doing. Meanwhile, all this chaos. I'm crying out to him like, man, why are you allowing this? I'm trying to seek you. You see me reading. You see me doing this. Why are you allowing this to happen to me? Why are you allowing all these distractions? Why are you allowing the enemy to get me like this when I'm willingly searching for you? You should be able to block it and stop it. I cried, because here I am trying to sit down and pray. Here I'm sitting down here reading my word, and all hell breaks loose. And I'm saying to God, why? If I'm trying to do right, your words say, Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. Seek first the kingdom and righteousness of God, and all things should be honest to you. I'm seeking you. Why are you allowing me to go through this? There's a lot I just don't understand. Sometimes I question my sanity. Is this really God who I'm hearing? Or am I in my own head? Did God really tell me to come to Jamaica? Is there a land? Was I really in my head about that land? Because I have in my heart, and I believe in my heart, that I got almost 300 acres of land, beachfront, that God promised me. All cash, no mortgage. Houses built from the ground up. So after I did that fast and everything, and then God said, go to Jamaica. I think, all right, here we go. Here come the vision coming. And now I'm here, and it don't look nothing like the vision. It looked like straight wilderness. This is very unfamiliar. I've never in my life lived like this. Never in my life. But then that's when I keep hearing faith. 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 So I hope that this message find the right person in that season of waiting, that season of believing, that season of still getting up when you don't want to get up, that season of showing up, that season of still praising Him even when you don't feel like it. Still doing all the things your body don't want to do because you're tired. You're tired of the spiritual warfare. You're tired of everything going on. Meanwhile, you want to live right. You want to be in His presence. You want to be doing the things you want to do. It's not like I don't want to be in a club. I don't want to be in the streets. I don't want to be killing, stealing. I don't want to do any of that. I want to be in a relationship with God. I actually want our relationship back that we had that 8 months when I was going hard. I want that back. I tell Him that all the time. But what else is what's happening in my life right now? Pure chaos, pure confusion right now. Depression, sadness, loneliness, everything but what I'm praying for, everything but what I'm seeking. I go sit down, pull out my Bible. Next thing you know, my whole house is upside. Like, it's just like, whoa, I closed the Bible like that. And it make me don't even want to open the Bible. Because it's like, I remember I woke up this morning, I'm like, do I really want to open this Bible? Because I know as soon as I open this Bible and I start reading, next thing you know, my kids acting up. Next thing you know, this, that, like, I said, God, according to your word, you're here to cry. You hear my prayers. And I've been telling you for how long. I'm tired. And yet it's still, I'm going through it. And it feels like it's worse than the last season. Every season feel like it get worse and worse and worse and harder and harder and harder and harder. Yeah, I turned back to smoking. Yeah, I turned back to drinking. But I don't want to do that, God. But I'm tired. And I'm trying to conceal my feelings. I'm trying to conceal everything, my emotions. Because when I cry out to you, it's like I'm still here. You know. So, I don't know. I'm making this video for somebody. I'm hoping that it encourage you. I hope to encourage somebody in this season as you wait. Because I know it's hard. I know it is hard. It is hard. Especially when you know you don't want to live wicked. You know you don't want to live wicked. You know you don't want to be in sin. You know you want to get delivered. All I asked God was, before I used to want worldly things, and when God had showed me all the fortune, I wanted all this worldly things. I am so stripped of that. Right now, peace is like everlasting gold to me. That's how bad it has got that I would rather peace over $1 billion. And I know it may sound crazy. Some people say, she lying. Yo, when you have been through so much spiritual warfare and all the years and all the fighting, since I picked up my cross, it has been nothing but hell. Yeah, I have my moments, but it's like a roller coaster. I have my moments where things is going good. Hallelujah, I'm blessed. And right back down and go. Go up, go up, go up, go up. You're scared. Back down you go. And let me tell you something. Go ride a roller coaster and don't stop. And just keep riding that same roller coaster 5 years, 10 years. So many people have been on their journeys. Everybody's journey is different. But go ride it for at least a year. And don't let the operator stop it. You will get tired. It won't be woo all the time. Eventually you just get tired. Even the things that once